The gaming landscape is bracing for a seismic shift. For years, Call of Duty has reigned as the undisputed king of the action FPS genre. Its annual release is a cultural event, but whispers are growing louder, fueled by the imminent arrival of Battlefield 6. Is this the moment the crown slips? Is Call of Duty cooked? It's a complex question with no easy answer. To understand the potential power dynamic, we need to dissect the strengths and weaknesses of both franchises, and perhaps more importantly, the diverging desires of their respective fan bases. Call of Duty, in its modern iteration, has largely focused on fast-paced, arcade-style gameplay. Tight maps, rapid respawns, and a constant barrage of action have become its hallmarks. This formula, while undeniably successful, has also drawn criticism for its perceived lack of depth and strategic complexity. The focus, for many years, has felt less on realistic warfare and more on twitch reflexes and unlocking the next cosmetic. Enter Warzone, the free-to-play behemoth that injected a new lease of life into the Call of Duty ecosystem. Its sprawling map, large player counts, and integration with the mainline titles created a massive and engaged community. Crucially, Warzone embraced the cosmetic craze. An endless array of operator skins, weapon blueprints, and calling cards became highly sought-after items, driving significant revenue through microtransactions. This is a key differentiator from Battlefield, which historically has adopted a more grounded aesthetic with less emphasis on flamboyant customization. And this is where the first crucial point of divergence lies. A significant portion of the Call of Duty player base is heavily invested in this ecosystem of skins and cosmetic personalization. They enjoy the ability to express their individual style within the game world, and Warzone provides a perfect platform for this. Battlefield, with its more militaristic and authentic approach, simply doesn't cater to this desire in the same way. Therefore, even with the arrival of Battlefield 6, Warzone's free-to-play nature and the established attachment to personalized cosmetics will likely ensure its continued popularity. This segment of the gaming population, those who enjoy the fast-paced action and the ability to customize their in-game appearance, may very well remain within the Call of Duty sphere. However, there's another significant contingent of FPS players, those who yearn for a different kind of experience. Players like myself, who grew up on the sprawling battlefields and strategic depth of classic Battlefield titles, have watched Call of Duty's evolution with a growing sense of detachment. The focus on smaller, more chaotic engagements, while undoubtedly fun in short bursts, often lacks a feeling of participating in a truly large-scale conflict. The vehicle gameplay, a cornerstone of the Battlefield experience, has often felt secondary in Call of Duty or entirely absent in many modes. Battlefield 6, with its promise of larger maps, enhanced destruction, and a greater emphasis on combined arms gameplay, represents a potential return of form for the series. The trailers and early information suggest a focus on the epic scale and strategic depth that many longtime fans have been craving. For players like me, this is a beacon. We are tired of the constant sprint and gun, the limited tactical options, and the overwhelming focus on cosmetic unlocks. We want to feel like we are part of a real war, with dynamic environments, meaningful vehicle interactions, and strategic objectives that require teamwork and coordination. The free-to-play allure of Warzone, while undeniably powerful, doesn't negate this fundamental desire for a different gameplay experience. The skins, while visually appealing to some, hold little value for those of us who prioritize immersive and strategic gameplay. The core mechanics of Call of Duty, even within the larger scope of Warzone, still lean toward that fast-paced, arcade-style action that we are actively seeking to move away from. Therefore, the arrival of Battlefield 6 is not just another game released for this segment of the gaming community. It represents a potential escape, a return to the kind of large-scale war FPS experience that we have missed. The draw of truly massive battles, the intricate interplay of infantry and vehicles, the strategic capture points, and dynamic destruction. These are the elements that resonate deeply with us. And once that connection is reestablished, once we experience the scale and depth that Battlefield 6 promises, the likelihood of returning to Call of Duty diminishes significantly. The fundamental gameplay loop, the core design philosophy, caters to different desires. While Call of Duty excels at providing instant gratification and a constant adrenaline rush, Battlefield, at its best, offers a more strategic and immersive experience that unfolds over a longer time frame. It's not to say that Call of Duty will suddenly become irrelevant. Warzone's massive player base and the continued appeal of its core gameplay will undoubtedly keep it a major player in the FPS market. The fan base that enjoys the cosmetic grind and the fast-paced action will likely remain engaged. But for those of us who prioritize a true war FPS experience, Battlefield 6 represents a long-awaited opportunity. It's a chance to return to a franchise that once defined the genre for us, and to leave behind the arcade-style action that no longer satisfies our gaming preferences. So is Call of Duty cooked? Not entirely. It will likely maintain a significant presence, fueled by Warzone's free-to-play model and its established fan base. But for a significant portion of the FPS community, the arrival of Battlefield 6 marks a point of no return. The desire for a more authentic, large-scale war experience is too strong, and the promise of Battlefield 6 too enticing. We will move on, embrace the strategic depth and epic scale, and for many of us, the fast-paced, skin-centric world of Call of Duty will become a distant memory. The battlefield awaits, and for the first time in a long time, it feels like the real war is about to begin elsewhere,